In this lecture, we are going to talk about strings. So let's open a playground. I'm going to call this strings. And when you open the playground, actually by default, our playground is supplied with a variable called str, which is short for string. And then we have a string value. As you can see, it's between the double quotes. So whenever we put a double quotes, it means we are going to give it a value of string. So what is string? String, as you can see, it's the text. And it can be any length. For example, it can be one word or it can be a long paragraph of text. I can do as long as I want. The string is a class written in Swift, and it has some values that comes with a string class. So if you click on option and hit on the variable name, it says that this is a type of string, and if you click on it, this will take you to the Apple documentation where and all the things about string and how it works and what options it has, what subclasses it has, etc. So if you are interested, I really suggest you take a look at this, and the same thing you actually can do with any other type of variable. For example, let number is equals to 0, and if you option click on the number, it will say that this is an integer, and we can go to the documentation and read more about the integers. So Apple is providing all the information about all the different types here. So let's get back to our string. For example, okay, let's just get rid of this extra code, extra strings there. For example, we can access our string and we say print. Each string, for example, this one is combined characters here. So age is a character, E is a character, L, O, all of these are characters. So if I wanted to access separate characters of this string, I could say like for char, which is short for character, and then I say in string. So I say for every character in our string, which is our str actually, I can say like print char. And if I run, let's see what we are going to get. It says HELOO, comma, space, playground. So it takes every character and prints and then changes the line. So this is one way you can see how the string works. So it's like combination of characters, and you can use this, or you can, if you want to get some part of the string, you can divide this string into different parts, or if you want to add a separate another string to this. So for example, you could have var playground is equals, and you say playground, and then you can just say like print, and you say str. Actually, let's rename this to hello. And then we say we comma playground, and if I print this, say hello playground. Also we have like string interpolation. So what does it mean? For example, if I have like let my age is equals to 19, and then if I say let string is equals, and this is going to be a string, so I put two commas here, not commas, sorry, two double quotes. I cannot just say my age here if I want to access my number integer variable here. If I want to use this, I'm going to put /, two parentheses, and then I can use a variable name here, and then let's say comma, and I can say just put a space here. I can say plus, and I can give it a hello string. So if I print this one, if I play, my string is going to be hello 19. You can see the result is here. The same thing, you can say another plus and say playground. And if you play, it will say hello 19, hello playground, which is together because we have no more spaces there. So this is a way when you want to use some of your variables inside the string. So we use a string interpolation this way. It's just / and you put parentheses, and then you put your variable name that you want to use inside of your string. If we want to separate a string, let's say let string to separate is equals, and we say hello my friend, how are you? And then let's say I want to separate this string. I could say let new string is equals, and I will access my string here, and then say separated components dot component separated by, and then it accepts a character here. So like every string has this handy function, says component separated by, and then we'll put the character set. So what we have to put here, let's say I want to separate this with every time there is a space in my string. So I will just put a space here, and then if I say print new string, and if I run, now you will see that it plays hello my friend, how are you? So if you see how it looks like, this is square brackets, and there are different strings inside of it. And if you paid attention, when we were accessing our components, let me put it again, you see that it shows us what is the return type here, and this is an array, which whenever something is between two square brackets, it's an array. We haven't talked about arrays, but we will soon talk about them. So this shows that this is going to be array of string inside of our array. So if I were separated this with a comma, and then if I say print, and then I say new string, and if I run, this time we would get only 2 strings in our array here, because when we separate something by comma, you will see that we have before our comma and after. But if I put one more comma here, and if I run code again, it will have now 3 strings, because it found a comma 2 times and separated the string every time it found the comma. So this is a separation of our components when you want to divide the string. When you want to add something to a string, you just can use the plus sign, for example. Also, we can compare 2 strings. So for example, I say if hello, which is our string here, which has a value of hello, but let's actually change this to variable a, and then I'm going to say var b is equals hi, and then I check if a is equals to b. I am going to say print, and here we can use our variable name a, and then we say comma, we put a string here equals sign, and then we put a comma and we put a p. Or what you could do here is say print, and we use our string interpolation. You say a is equals and again you use string interpolation and you put the P here. So if I run now, you won't see any of these. Okay, now there is no more hello there, so let me get rid of this. So if I play now, it will check if our A is equal to P, which apparently not. A is hello and P is hi, and this doesn't fire. But if I change the P to, say, hello, so both of them are equal to hello now, and if I run, it will print both lines here. It says hello equals hello, which is our first line, and then hello equals hello, which is our second line. So you can see they look exactly, they do exactly the same thing here. So it's up to you which option you prefer more, or which is more easier for you to remember and use. Then we can say like an else statement here, in case if it's not, I say print, let's say A is not equals, or since we are doing a programming, we're going to say is not equals to P, and since it will not work, we are going to put them inside our braces here. So if I change this to small word age, this will no longer be equal. So if I run, you will see that it says hello is not equals to hello. So they have to be exactly the same thing when you are comparing two strings. They have to be exactly the same for the value to evaluate here.